Been a while since I said this, but welcome back to the Force 9's YouTube channel. We're going to continue with Parma today, and at long last, we're in the Serie A. Last episode, we won promotion. We finished in second place in the Serie B, and we got promoted to the top flight. I hope you enjoyed the other day's little story so far video, just a bit of a catch-up for anyone who might be new to the series, or anyone who has watched every time and just wanted a video to watch. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how it turned out. It's the first time I've ever done something like that. And, you know, I'm pretty pleased with it, so that's alright. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But today we're going to get on with the series, episode 53. And we're starting off with an away game in Serie A against Chievo. Let's see if we can start the league off well in a new episode of Parma from the Ashes. So here we are, Serie A. This is quite scary actually, because yeah, this is going to be very difficult to stay in. Predictions, or rather expectations for this season is to, here it is, fight bravely against relegation from the Serie A. So not necessarily beat relegation, but at least try and put up a fight. But I want to avoid relegation because I don't want to be back in Serie B. After 4 seasons in it, I'm done with that division now. We're going to stay in Serie A for good. And then the TIM Cup was expected to reach the 4th qualifying round, which is where we have got to. But before we look at some fixtures, we've got some transfers to go through. Now, one that could be coming in is a goalkeeping coach. Gigi Buffon might be coming in. Someone commented on the end of the last video that we should try and get some former players in as coaches. This is the only one we can get because other players, Lucarelli is not a great coach in any sort of form, really. Crespo's a manager already in Argentina, so Buffon's the only one we can really get, and he is coming in as a goalkeeper coach. But as far as players go, there's a few new names coming in, and we're going to go through those right now, so cue the music. So we'll start off with a couple of free transfers. This is Nicolo Casale, who, looking at his abilities, doesn't look that good, but as a central defender, as you can see here, a lot of his stats are actually pretty good, so I try and ignore that really. But yeah, 23 years old, he was a free agent, and we've got him in, and he's earning £3,500 a week, and he doesn't look too bad as a defender actually. He's played a couple of appearances in friendlies, and he's had a pretty average time of it, but we'll see. I don't know how much he'll play. He'll probably be maybe a 3rd choice or 4th choice centre back. But yeah, here he is. So Nicolo Casale. Now he's our only free transfer. We do have a couple of loanees. This is another centre back, much better, and probably one of our 1st choice centre backs now. And he will likely partner Koulibaly. This is Andrea Polisano. He is on loan from Inter Milan, 22-year-old. He's played a few times with the under-21s in Italy, but never for the senior team. And he looks very nice. Physically, he is fantastic. Good mentals. You know, those sort of top half of those mentals are really good. He's got a good work rate and good positioning. And, you know, the key technical stats for a defender, 14, 14 and 13. So he looks very nice. And we couldn't get him permanently because of how much they wanted for him. But we've got him on loan for the season, so that's not too bad at all. We've got one other loanee. This is a left midfielder. This is Ivelo Petkov on loan from AC Milan. Very good potential. Currently 2.5 stars. He's a 21-year-old Bulgarian. Again, he's played for the under-21s, but never for the senior team. And yeah, as a winger, as you can see, very pacey. 20 pace and 20 acceleration rather, 16 pace. Is very good. Good stamina as well, so he's definitely going to be rushing up and down that left wing. Aggression at 18 is a slight worry because, you know, we've had red cards in the past from one player who no longer is with us. But yeah, he looks very nice, and technically, apart from the passing, he looks really good. Crossing's pretty good, so that's always nice to see. I reckon we've got a good left winger here. I think he's a big improvement on Aramu. So now we get into actually spending some money, and this is Dino Pozza, very much a player for the future. He's only 16. He's an Italian right back, and yeah, as I said, one for the future. Right now, he doesn't look like much, but his determination is quite low, so I do have him tutored as well. But he's got good potential, and that's the real reason we brought him in, really, just to try and make his way up from the... He's in the under-18s at the moment, so he can try and make his way up through the Parma ranks and break into the first team. That's it, really. So this is Dino Pozza, and hopefully we'll see him for the next few years. Again, this is another player who doesn't look like much from his ability, but his attributes aren't that bad. This is Nicolo Bruschi, who we bought from Sassuolo for £50,000. He never played for them, did he? No, he never played for them, but he did have some games in the lower divisions. So he'll likely be sent out on loan, but he doesn't look too bad. So yeah, I think his ability was a lot more than that, you know, in terms of hidden potential. But yeah, it turns out that potential doesn't really exist, and he's actually injured as well at the moment. So we'll see what happens with Bruschi. This is Furio Listani. This was a player signed by our director of football. £300,000 from, I think it's from Pescara. He's a defensive midfielder, and we don't really use those anymore in our tactic. We have gone with a straight 4-4-2 as of late. But he can sort of play somewhat as a central midfielder. But he looks very nice. His determination is 20, which is really good to see. And yeah, he's got a fair bit of potential, and he's got good decision making. Some mentals in there are pretty good. Decent marking and tackling. He's a fairly strong player. So I'm sure we'll see some of him in the future. But as a defensive midfielder, I'm not sure how much we'll actually use him there. So we might have to get him trained as a proper central midfielder. Two more players to look at. This is Mies de Vries. If I said that wrong, I apologise. He's a Dutch left back. He's got 3 appearances for the under 21s. £800,000 he cost. Sorry, £850,000. Signed from Lazio. He's had a couple of loan spells in the Eredivisie, but he's a Lazio player. Well, now he's our player. And again, physically, he looks very nice. Good pace, good jumping reach, good fitness. Yeah, he looks very nice. Heading not great, but you know, good with throw-ins, so he's going to be our throw-in taker. Decent marking, good determination, good work rate. So I think we've got a very good left back here, and he's got a fair bit of potential as well. So there is room to grow in the next few years. He's only 20, so we'll have to see. He's got a 4-year deal as well. And the last player is a central midfielder. This is Jeremy Bretonnier. He cost £900,000, maybe more than that. 975 in fact. From Brescia. He's had some good performances for them, but now he's our player. And he looks very balanced. I mean, as a central midfielder on defence, which is his primary role, yeah, he looks very good. He's got a lot of like sort of 14s and 15s in there, so that's always nice to see. Decent first touch. Very good passing at 15, good teamwork, good decision making. I think he looks great. And as you can see there, he's played in the TIM Cup, got an 8.0, so that's not too bad. 100% shot ratio and 84% pass completion in that game, so that's nice to see. We've got some good players here, and hopefully they will help us to stay in the division. But of course, with those ins, there have to be some outs. And there, though, you can see there, Dario Ziparic has left on a free. He's been released, as has Giuseppini and Frabotta and Di Lorenzo, who at one time was a very promising goalkeeper. But right now, we didn't use him as much as we could have done, really. So that's a shame. You know, no one really wants to be a backup goalkeeper. You never really get time to play. Vito's in, he's gone, and Brondi's gone. Bigari, his contract was up at the end of the season, and Pisa jumped in there and got him on a Bosman. So that is the reason for signing Bleve in the second half of last season. Guglielmo has gone to Cremonese for £140,000. Pescara met Kofiage's release clause, so he's gone for £1 million. That has now been confirmed. Treguin has gone to Savon. Again, a player who we didn't really see a lot of, but had potential, but never lived up to it. He looks okay, and he had a fair few games for us. As you can see, he had 6 appearances last season, 5 of them from the bench. But yeah, he got 1 goal for us. So yeah, he showed potential sometimes, but didn't really live up to his full potential. And then a few loans, including Rizzo's gone on loan, and a few other players. So that's it really. So let's go through some transfers then. Fixtures now. Pre-season. Went quite well. Started off with a 2-0 defeat against Dundee, which wasn't too great. They scored 2 goals in the second half. Centre-backs didn't really do too well here. The 1-1 draw against Bristol City wasn't too bad. Zanin got the goal there, so he's still with us. And yeah, he still looks okay, Zanin. As you can see, potential could be as much as a 4-star. Very good finishing. And very nice composure as well. So I'm sure we'll see some appearances from the bench from Zanin. And then we won our other 5 games. So a 2-0 win away against Derby County. Durso with a goal here, and Galliano also finding the net. Against Nantes, we won 1-0. Selva scoring the goal there, who's coming along very nicely. He is now a 2-star ability player, and still got amazing potential. He's 21 now, and he's just getting better and better. Against Volendam, a 3-1 win away. Polisano scored, Petkov scored, and Zanin scored again. A 2-0 win away against Baracaldo. Cherry and Galliano were 2 goals fairly early on there. And against Catanzaro in the TIM Cup third qualifier, we won 1-0. Galliano with the only goal in that game, 68 minutes in. Yeah, we did really well here. Newlands played well at left back. Both fullback players doing really well, actually. Giraldo also playing well. Manala played an 8.1. Brotonio played an 8. So yeah, this was a very nice performance, and didn't really need to make any changes in this game. 3 changes coming right at the end of the game. But yeah, not a lot of shots in this game, but it was a 1-0 win. And that has given us a draw later on against Empoli in the fourth qualifier. So we'll see how we do with that. But now let's get on with it. We are in the Serie A and we've got our first game. We are facing Chievo away from home. Some games have already been played. As you can see, there are 3 fixtures. Juventus beat Cittadella, Napoli beat Fiorentina, and Roma beat Inter. So some interesting opening day fixtures there. Napoli versus Fiorentina and Roma versus Inter Milan on the opening day. Good fixtures. We've had 3 matches against Chievo in the past. I don't know if they're in Serie B or in cups, but we've beaten them once and they've beaten us twice. But they were quite a while ago, so I don't think that really matters that much. So as far as the team goes, I think this is what we're going to be playing. I think this is probably our full strength team at the moment. So this is what we're going to be playing. So in goal, Marco Bleve. The back 4 of Giraldo, Polissano, Koulibaly and Newlands. 2 midfielders, Joseph Manala and Shan Emmers. And then you've got Aramu on the left wing, who will probably come out for Petkov sometimes. And Bearzotti on the right. Cherry and Galliano up front. I did also forget to mention that Giraldo has been reloaned for the season from Torino. Showed some really good promise last season, and he's come back with us again this season. So yeah, and there is the bench. Flocco's there, Salzer's there, who again is another player who is doing really well. His potential could still be 5 stars. So we've got a super centre back here, and he's only 19, so he's just going to get better and better as well. But yeah, you can see some guys here. So Rusk from last season still here. Pignataro, another player with great potential. Giovinio's still here, but he's going to be on his way soon, I'm sure. He's also announced he's going to be retiring at the end of the season. This is going to be his last year. So I think we'll struggle to actually release him because it is his last year. So we will keep him. Probably will never play him, but yeah. So as far as our tactics today, we're going to go very basic. We're on standard and flexible. And these are the instructions we have set. I don't know what to expect from this. This is our first game in Serie A in 6 years. This game is 6 years in the making. Okay, so the predictions from La Reina are a draw, which I will absolutely take at this stage. Let's see. Right, there is speculation surrounding the future of Patrick Vieira, Atalanta manager. It is not my place to comment on that. Breton, yes, missing. No comment on that. So instructions are all sorted out. So I think calmly say... I know we're the underdogs here, but go on out there and give the fans a performance to cheer for. That's not too bad. I'm just going to go with a bit of faith as well, I think. Get out there and make a difference with the midfield and the strikers. I think that's a good team talk, so let's make a start. Here we go. Ilisic's corner here. It's headed away by Bearzotti. And here is that Yannick Bolasie? Is that Yannick Bolasie? It is. So a few players here that I recognise. So Yala Balazi, of course, Crystal Palace player. Nicola Muru, who I signed for... I think I signed him for Liverpool on Football Manager 2014. I think that's... Yeah. FM 2014. My very first Football Manager videos on a different channel. We signed Muru. First couple of minutes here, it's been all Chievo. And that's a good save, Bleve. First chance of the match there. And it's a good save by our goalkeeper. But we've got a corner to defend here. Come on, guys. It's headed away as far as Balassi. I don't know if his pace is still the same as it is currently, but this is like 6 years in the future, so I don't know if some of that has dropped off. But we will have to wait and see. And Gisa on the ball. And this is pretty much still the same highlight, and Bleve holds onto it there, and we finally ended that attack. They had about 3 corners in a row, and finally that passage of play is over. So Koulibaly's picked up a knock here. It's a bruised thigh. I think he should be okay, but they're coming forward again here. I'm going to switch it up to counter-attack because we've done very little so far. We've had 1 shot. We're actually having a bit more of the ball, and someone has just hit the bar. But Giraldo now passes to Galliano. That's a nice long ball, and Manala now passes, but that's the end of that highlight. We're going to keep Koulibaly on for the time being. But again, Chievo are coming forward here. Now, they haven't had a lot of the ball, but we haven't seen a highlight yet. We've had 1 shot, but no highlights yet. And Ngisa on the ball, and who's that, Duin? Yellow Duin has scored. That is 1-0 Chievo, and I think that has been coming because they've been knocking on the door for the first 15 minutes, and we've done very little so far. So here is the replay. Renteria with the ball. It was tackled, but Ngisa on the ball there, and at the far post, Duin with the header. and Blevy with a bit of a late reaction there. But I think that's our match engine just being really slow. And it's 1-0 Chievo. And this is going to be a difficult league. I already know that. But we'll have to see. We've had loads of the ball here, but we've done nothing with it. I'm going to go up to attacking. We're just going to try and change things around a bit. And let's go with a more structured shape as well. Muru to Ngisa. And Koulibaly has to close that down. And he gets there, but passes straight back to them. And Renteria is through. And that's a mistake by Sega there. Renteria has made it 2-0, and this is going to be bad. I know it already. 60% possession, and we've done nothing with it. Duin's already scored 1 goal. We're trying to double his tally, but he puts it wide. 10 shots, sits on target for Chievo. Just 2 shots for us now. They've just had another one. But I think I'm going to take off Koulibaly at half-time because he hasn't played well, and he's got a knock. Half-time team talk's going to have to be pretty aggressive, I think, or at least assertive. Damien on the ball. Here is Ilicic and Renteria and Duin, and that's 3-0. This is so bad. No, he's offside. Okay. But still. So I'm going to assertively say, show me something else in the second half. And I'm going to take off Koulibaly and I'm going to bring on Botnevitz. Right. Let's have a look at some of this then, because that didn't really go to plan. Right, I've changed the defensive line back to normal. And I'm going to say stay on feet. And I'm going to leave the rest of that as it is. Start the second half. If we're going to get a goal, just try and save a point from this. That would be fine. A loss wouldn't be the end of the world because, you know, we need to get some points. I think games like this, we need to sort of steal some points. So far, it hasn't gone well. And I think we do actually sit bottom at the moment. I'm not quite sure because I can't see the table because it's gone. That's one annoying thing about this game is that I keep losing stats and tables and stuff. Chievo had a lot of shots. But this half, nothing's happened in this half. It was 73 minutes already. That has gone really quickly. Cherry's really struggling for fitness. Cherry and Manala are right. Manala's going to come off. And let's put Rusk on. And I'm going to take off Cherry. And we're going to play a defensive midfielder. No, we're not because we don't have one. Yeah, but we'll put Emma's there. And then we'll put Pignataro there. 10 minutes left. All 3 changes have been made. Let's just try and get 2 goals at the end here and get a point. That would be nice. Probably won't happen, but let's give it a go. Geraldo throwing here into injury time. There's only 1 minute. This has been a highlightless game until now. Wesley is on the ball. And it goes for the ball to Renteria, but Newlands with a safe pass back to the goalkeeper. There is 30 seconds left, so we could get a consolation goal here. At least we know we could score goals that way, but we haven't really done a lot in this game, but we'll have to see if we can get a goal at the end here. Oh, who was that? I don't know who it was. That might have been Galliano. I'm not quite sure. But long-range effort. Forced to save from the goalkeeper. And Polosano's just giving it away cheaply. Oh, God, that's awful. What has he done there? That's 3-0. Right, I want to see that again. I don't know what happened there. That was like, I think it was Polosano just completely stopped in his tracks. He probably fell over. But I want to see that again. And there's a lot of dissent here. Rusk has been booked. Oh, so Polosano went down and Wesley just kept going. Bleve saved it, and then Renteria was the first to react to it and scored the rebounds. But that is a tremendous shame. Deary me, that's pretty awful. We need to do better than that. Far from pleased with what I just saw from the team. Yeah, we didn't play that badly according to our ratings, but that's not good enough. All right. If we're going to be playing like that, then we are for certain going to get relegated. That's not what I want to see. We need to stay up, and we're not going to do it if we're playing like that. Chievo eased to victory. They featured a number of exceptionally quick players and used them to full effect. So essentially, they outplayed and outpaced us, I think. Koulibaly is going to be out for about a week with this thigh injury. So 40 points apparently is the magic number, but we'll just have to see what happens. It's too early to say for sure. So I promised that the squad would be strengthened during the transfer window, which I think I've done, but apparently we haven't done enough. So the thing with that is that if I buy more players, other players are going to have to go because we have a full squad, I think. So if I'm going to buy more players, I've got about 3 million left, but others will have to move on. Okay, so let's see what we have coming up with Serie A. Now, when are we facing all these big teams? Right, so we've got Cagliari, Atalanta, Napoli, and Udinese coming up. I think next episode will be Roma and Genoa. But when have we got the big guys? So Lazio in December, Milan. So we've got Lazio, Milan, and Juventus in December. That's going to be probably 0 points in that month. And that's probably how we end it as well then. Yeah, April and May is going to be tough as well. So this is going to be difficult. Last 3 games will be AC Milan, Juventus and Sassuolo. That's going to be difficult. But yeah, as far as next episode goes, we'll be facing AS Roma and we'll be facing Genoa. So that will be the game's next episode. Will be at the end of September, start of October. And we'll see if we can do well. That'll be just before an international break as well. So we've got those to contend with this season. And there's a little bit of a winter break there from end of December to January. There's a few weeks in there. So we don't end the season until mid-May. And we're starting sort of, near the end of August. So that's going to do it for this video. It didn't really go to plan. 3-0 defeat to start things off is not really what I wanted. And we are actually bottom of the table after that. But there's still plenty of time left. But we need to be playing better than that if we're going to stay in this league. So let's wait and see how we do. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave any comments you want to make down below. And if you want to see videos as and when they're turn up on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It's good to be back recording videos. I had a great week away in Spain, but I'm back now, trying to get back to work. And hopefully you're keen to see some more videos. Next time we'll have the games against Roma and Genoa, so look forward to those. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.